In 1990, he was just 25 years old when the Magic of Polynesia show made its debut, and it's still one of the top draws in Waikiki. Without further ado, we present the amazing and mesmerizing John Hirokawa.
Aloha, my name is John Hirokawa, Master Illusionist. Magic of Polynesia is a full-blown magic Las Vegas style production right here in Hawaii. It's a combination of big illusions like Lamborghinis and helicopters, floating girls, disappearing people, combined with Polynesian elements. So you have the culture blended in and mixed in, so that we cater to both the local market as well as the tourist situation. We've been here for 25 years. 9 years at the Hilton and 16 years at the Beachcomber in Waikiki. The secret to our success is that we're a diverse group. We're local talent, locally produced, locally starring, locally owned, and then we get to share all of these talents that we have in the islands with our visitors from the mainland and from from all the different countries that come to our show. What makes us so unique and different is that we have an international audience, and we try to blend the audience with the show and have this interaction, if you will, experience that you probably will not encounter anywhere else. I thank God for 25 years. I mean, it has been a whole career. I never had to have a day job, so that makes it nice. Usually as an entertainer, you pretty much, as a professional, need to travel a lot, and I've been here all these years, raising my family, so I've been blessed with this, this job and this excitement for some time. We have a great owner, Robert Hawaii, who funnels and is a great marketing expert, as well as a person who believes in perpetuating the show and changing the show. So he keeps on investing into our product, and I think that's one of the major secrets why Magic of Polynesia has lasted for so many years. Whether we add big illusions, I think our latest additions has been more of what we call close-up interaction magic, which is borrowing items from the people in the audience, which is what people kind of like now because it's kind of more real. Every night is different because you just don't know what kind of interaction, the spontaneity of the people, the types of tricks that abound, because we do a lot of things on the spur of the moment depending on the type of people that we pull up on stage. I think a lot of the know-how and the YouTube and all of that situation now on the internet has made magic a little bit more difficult. You know, you have to be on top of the market. A lot of the old principles with the box tricks and the mirrors and the smoke no longer tend to please your audience. So you have to be one step ahead, and that's what we try to do. You know, a lot of times the greatest part that we feel is an audience thinks they know how it's done, and that's to our advantage because really they don't know how it's done. And so what we tend to do is do sucker tricks or things where they think it's there and then it's not, and then it's oh my gosh, how did he do that? My best idols was Siegfried and Roy. I like the production aspect of what they did. And then I like David Copperfield because he was personal and very stylish and very Broadway. I think I've tried to not only use them as mentors, but to try to adapt myself and make it original, adding things that's more real, which is kind of like the street magic that you see. Well, I always loved magic. My mom said that she knew I was going to do magic because when I was born, I came out of the woman next to her. But but yeah, I started at an early age, at 6, and my mom, I couldn't read at the time, and I was just a weird kid, man. She used to borrow these magic books. I used to see Tony Curtis with the old Houdini movie, and it just captivated me, and I don't know how to explain that, but I was just, again, a weird kid that loved to pull pranks, loved to trick people, and that's kind of just how it just evolved into the type of profession that I'm in right now. I was a terrible student. I'm not a good role model. When I was going elementary, I went to Wahiawa Elementary, born and raised in Wahiawa. Then I went to Wahiawa Intermediate and then Lalihua. I would say from my intermediate years onward, I just knew that magic was what I really, really wanted to do. I just found this love of entertaining people and fooling them as a way out or as an entertainment for me. I started at 6, and then I took magic lessons, and then I think the first tricks that I did get, perform it for your relatives. And then somebody from there asked me to do a birthday party for their kids. Seriously, I mean, from 8 years old, I knew this is what I want to do with my life. And it was very frustrating because nobody understood that. How can you be an 8-year-old wanting to do or having a vision of doing this at that early age? But I was very naive. I didn't know anything about how to make a living. But I said, if I can do this as a job, wow, that's awesome. Do your hobby and your job and be one and whole. Awesome. My mom said magic was boring in itself if you want to be an entertainer. If you're serious about it, then you need to take tap dancing, you need to do ballet, you need to do jazz, you learn how to play a guitar. I hated it. So when we got to see David Copperfield, and he used a lot of dance movements, he orchestrated a lot of Broadway lighting, professional instrumentations, that just inspired me. And so I just perpetuated from that situation. I mean, he wasn't known at the time. I think he was just getting onto television. Man, that guy had a drive, but he just had an absolute drive. And I found somebody who was weirder than I was, I mean, I love magic, but this guy loved it even more. Because I started to know, hey, this is what I want to do with my life. And as I mentioned before, Siegfried and Roy was a major influence. So Siegfried and Roy took Las Vegas girls and intertwined that in magic. And so I said, oh, heck, I want to stay in Hawaii. I want to make a Siegfried and Roy show in Hawaii. So why don't we take Polynesian dancers and integrate it into a Polynesian type of show? And that's how that whole concept was born. The greatest audiences for me is locals. When you interact with the locals, you cut loose. You do whatever you want, and they have a great time, and there's no professional thing about it. It's just there to have a good time, and everybody has a great time, because everything right here is gotta be professional. It's gotta have the lighting, the sound. I kind of forget that when they're here. When we started, I used to work 7 days a week, and then he was our head stagehand. But he's better than me, folks. His name is Michael Valario, and he's been with me from day one. And then after a while, he started to go into the role of being the backup situation. Because our show operates for 365 days, 7 days a week, for the last 25 years. We closed probably 5 days in that entire amount of time. And so we have him, and then we have a young guy, Kyle Connoisseur. Is very, very good-looking guy, and he comes in and he does it when myself or Michael takes off. 25 years is quite a wow. I wish I could do a magic trick and turn that clock around, but my advice is you go after your dream. And if you really believe in your dream, dreaming one thing and working towards it is another. If you're willing to put the sacrifice and the work and the blood, sweat, and tears into what you believe in, and it's not a flaky situation, but you know that this is what you're gonna do, let no one stop you.